So we're getting very close to the end of the year, and who doesn't want to see the end of 2020? But let's get ready for our New Year's Eve parties by creating an amazing look on Melissa. And we're going to do a little bit of a smoky eye look and then incorporate some of our beautiful new products like Star and Sangha. Put this all together for a really pretty party look for you. We're starting by prepping the skin with our Prep Finish powder. This creates a nice mattifying base and will also create an extra coverage when we apply our concealer foundation. Next, we'll apply concealer foundation on top of our base, and this creates a little bit more of a drag, a bit more grab, but it is great because it keeps the skin really nice and matte and helps your concealer foundation to adhere a little bit more, especially if you've got oilier skin or prone to rosacea, or if you just want an extra coverage. This is a really good technique, but it does mean that you need to be a little bit softer and gentler with your blending and skim the brush over the surface of the skin while buffing it in, because of that extra drag that is created underneath, that extra adhesion. So be sure to leave the eyelids bare because we're going to go straight onto the lids with one of our products. We don't want too many layers because we want longevity in the eye makeup. Using the fingertip, just gently press, look up the roof, press the concealer foundation in under the eye to create full coverage. And don't forget the little spot at the outside corner of the eye. Concealing this little bit here just helps to open up the eyes at the corner. For a party look, especially in the summer, contouring will be a great idea. So we're going to use a tiny little bit of Terra and use this as our contour. So I'm going to start under the cheekbone here, and with a clean finger just find your cheekbone and then blend under the cheekbone and then up. A little bit goes a long way, remember, so you don't need much. Just find the underside of the cheekbone and then we can blend that up under the cheekbone. And then you can come in around the hairline. This is amazing to give you a little bit of a bronzed look, to look like you've been in the sun, and it just brings a cohesive, nice summer tan into your makeup. And don't forget the little spot under your neck that never sees the sun. We always want to give that a little bit of color. Not only does that disguise that little white patch that happens when you're out in the sun, it will also help to sculpt your chin and neck and give you a little bit of contouring around the jawline. And then that blends your neck in with the rest of your body. We're going to go for a nice neutral cheek because we're going to play up the eyes a little bit in this look. So we're going to go for grounded just on the apples of the cheeks, and then blend that up and out. And then we will top that with Radiant Star to give a little bit of a special festive glow onto the cheekbones. Radiant Star is amazing. It's an orchid colored glow, and it just brings a bit of extra life and vibrancy back to the skin. Then let's go in with our powder as a finish powder, just to set this whole base. And don't worry about powdering over the top of your radiance. It's still going to show through as a faint glow. It's not going to be a sparkle or a shimmer. It's just going to give you a little bit of extra dimension high up on the cheekbones. When applying your powder, make sure you have enough on the brush so that you are depositing it onto the face and not depositing what's on your face back into the powder pan. So the key is to get a good amount on the brush to then deposit this onto the face. Powder the forehead. And then we won't go up under the eyes just yet because I'm going to apply a little bit of product to the eyes. What we're going to do is go with a little bit of Terra and a bit of Radiance Moon. We're going to apply Terra straight with our new lip brush. And this is going to help apply it to intensity. And then we can use a fluffier brush to blend it out. Blending it from the inner corner to the outer corner of the eye. And then up onto the lid. So stop short of the brow bone. So you're basically just covering the eyeball with the eyes closed, of course. Just pat it in place. And then we're going to find a fluffier brush and just blend those edges up into the crease. So we can layer it a little bit more to gain extra intensity. And what we might do is just blot it off with a tissue. And that way we're going to have all of the pigment left behind and none of the emollient that is in the product. And then once we powder it, we're going to be in a good place. I'm just going to go over the top, right in the middle, with a little bit of Radiance Moon, just to highlight that midpoint of the eye. And then we're going to go back and powder the top. Again, making sure you've got enough powder on the brush to deposit onto the eye and not pick up your product from the eye and put it back in the powder pan. So we can do the same thing underneath the eye. Just look up. Using this lip brush for application just means that you pick up the most product and deposit it intensely. And then blend out with your fluffy brush. And also put a little bit of Radiance Moon in the corners of the eyes too, just to bring a bit of brightness into the corners of the eyes. And look up and just under that bottom bit. Just gives you a little bit of light popping into the eyes. And because it's always great to have nice, thick, lush lashes, we're going to apply a liner to the base of the lashes. And this will help just intensify the lashes, make them look a little bit thicker. You can always use the tight lining trick of an eyeliner pencil on the underside of the lashes. Works really beautifully as well. And then a good coating of mascara. So for something fun and festive, we're going to do a mix of Sangha, our beautiful red, and a little bit of Star. And this is going to create a really pretty, bright pink for the lips. Mix those together. Really stunning cherry pink. This is really making Melissa's eyes pop. It's making the green really stand out. So we've got a stunning sultry look for the party season. I think it's going to be a hit. Happy New Year, everyone. Have a great night and be safe.